Hello and a good Monday, everyone. I'm DayWeather meteorologist Don Day with your daily video weather update for Wyoming. As we start the new year, we start it fairly quietly and thankfully a little bit warmer after some pretty cold temperatures. From December 20th up until New Year's Day, we're now looking at some temperatures moderating some. Here's the latest look at our satellite imagery. We see a trough of low pressure digging into the west coast, with some high pressure building over the Rockies before that jet stream dips down, bringing colder temperatures to the east. This is going to lead to some warmer temperatures to start the week, while the west coast finally, California is going to see some good El Nino rains developing this week, their best precipitation in months coming this week. But only a little bit of that moisture gets our way later in the week. Here's the current jet stream pattern. With that dip along the west coast, the high pressure over the Rockies, the east is finally getting some cold air coming in, finally feeling like winter there, and there's more winter to come. Now, by the end of the week, as we get into the end of the week and the weekend, looking all the way till next Monday, we see a bit of a change. High pressure expands up into the Gulf of Alaska. That opens the door to Canada. So what this points to is a pattern that in the short term is going to be warmer. But by later in the week, late in the weekend and early next week, well, the door to the Arctic is opened again, and temperatures are likely going to be much colder. A little bit colder by Thursday and Friday, much colder by early next week, and that's when our better chances for snow will develop across the state. Now, through the next 3.5 days, this is the precipitation forecast for the USA. As you can see, the west coast looking at the best rains they've seen in a long time, as well as here in the desert southwest. There'll be areas picking up 2 to 5 inches of rainfall in those areas, heavy snows in the Sierras. But the precipitation peters out in terms of an intensity once it gets east of the Continental Divide here. We do expect Thursday and Friday to possibly bring some light snow to areas of Wyoming. Key word there is light, as the storm track in a typical El Nino, especially in January, does tend to be further south, and that's certainly going to be the case in the coming days ahead. Let's look for any travel areas that will be a concern, and really there won't be many. There'll be a few snow showers in this area here developing from that Pacific moisture hitting the west coast, but I don't expect the snow showers, at least today, tomorrow, or Wednesday, to get any further east than there. Now, later in the week, as we get into Wednesday night, Thursday, and Friday, there'll be some snow shower activity developing in this area here, and it will be lingering into and through Friday, but any precipitation during that stretch will be light. Weather highlights coming up, not as cold through Wednesday. Enjoy the warmer temperatures. Only a few snow showers in the far west through Wednesday. Now, colder late in the week. Thursday and Friday will be colder statewide, and into the weekend, some light snow or snow showers possible, nothing heavy.